Good morning, guten Morgen, magandang umaga, konnichiwa, bonjour. So as I was sitting here contemplating a little bit, I could smell, I have two citronella candles in here because my living room is a mess. Last weekend, my ex-husband and my 19-year-old daughter came over. We did a fire. I love doing a fire outside. Tried to stargaze a little bit. On Monday, it was pretty cloudy and kind of stinky, but we light the citronella candles because the mosquitoes are ravenous. And it's so funny because I had a citronella candle like right next to me, and the mosquito is like, I don't really care, and lands right near the candle. It's like, I don't think that they're dissuaded away or anything. So it's funny. So I brought it up because my daughter thinks that the citronella candle smells like Fruit Loops. And I'm like, it doesn't smell like anything I'd eat. I wouldn't eat Fruit Loops anyways, so anyhow, good morning. I'd like to talk about something, and I'd like to try to be as brief as possible. I just finished cleaning the restaurant, and in less than an hour I have to go clean the Airbnb today, and then I have to do yard work when the sun goes down. Busy. So, not that I've personally witnessed anyone in particular about this. I would like to generalize this topic that I've heard the statement before. Again, I'm not pointing fingers at anyone specific, but I've heard people say in general that they have no patience and no tolerance for, they say at this point, wherever they think we are in a timeline or whatever, they're like, at this point I have no patience and no tolerance for trolls or however they like to label people. I really dislike labels, and no one should be calling anyone a troll. But as the spiritual warfare intensifies, people are waxing worse. The Bible, the Lord's word, said that this would happen. People's hearts are going to get cold, and I mean freezing. So when I hear statements of, I have no patience and no tolerance for this type of person or whatever, what you don't understand is most likely that person is a reflection of you. So if you have no patience and no tolerance for that person, how do you expect the Lord to have mercy, forgiveness, and patience for you if you can't forgive other people for their debts? Okay? Because their debt, well, according to you, whatever they're indebted to you, is much smaller than the debt that you built up in your own life. Meaning, the list of sins, the list of transgressions, the list of abominations, the list of sins that you've done is a lot greater, and our Father has forgiven you for your debt. And what He requires of us all is that we're able to look at people, other people around us, and see that we're no different than anyone else. Okay? Yes, some people can seem more stubborn. Some people can seem to have more pride. Some people can seem to be more hateful. But is it not hateful when you lack forgiveness for what you think is something so huge? But what you don't understand is the enemy, the Antichrist spirit who's trying to steal your crown, is the one that's convincing you that whatever someone else does is unforgivable. And it's okay to mistreat them or talk trash about them because you feel that it's deserving. When is it deserving? Is it deserving that you be treated in such a way? Would you want someone to be unforgiving to you for your list of transgressions that you've done? You've made mistakes. And if you want your mistakes to be forgiven, then you need to be able to be a forgiving person. And another thing that I've heard someone say is that they have no respect for others because A, B, C, or D. Okay? And here's the thing. I'm going to tell you from my own personal testimony. Okay? That you don't have to have respect for someone to be respectful. Okay? And what I mean by this is, I'm not saying to pretend to agree with someone, or to pretend to be nice, or to pretend to be agreeable. I'm saying that most of the time, 99.9% of the time, I don't respect someone's opinion about something. But that doesn't mean that I lack respect for the person themselves. Okay? So you can be kind. It's better to keep your opinion to yourself unless you're looking for a confrontation, unless you're looking to hurt someone's feelings, unless you're looking for trouble. The Lord gives you knowledge, wisdom, and understanding about the spiritual warfare. So if you know what's running other people's vessels, are you going to antagonize that? Are you going to encourage that spirit that's in them to go berserk, blindly, emotionally burst out at you because you're not wise enough to hold your tongue? Again, if you know about the spiritual warfare, you're not an antagonist. Okay? You're not going out there and putting lemon juice on people's wounds. Okay? You are being wiser. Walking with the Lord is coming away from the world, not being in your flesh. Walking by the Spirit is you, the little things, or these big things, the things that you used to think were big and a problem, and that you thought you needed validation, you thought you needed to overly explain things to people. When you come into the truth and the Lord makes you into a new creation, you don't need validation anymore because you know the truth. You don't need people to see you in a certain manner, okay? Because you know, Lord have mercy upon them, that they're being run by another spirit, okay? They're hell. They're in their own hell. They literally, it just, you can see it eating them alive, devouring them. And you have empathy for that. You don't antagonize that. You don't You don't keep poking at the Antichrist spirit in them to come out and make it worse. So again, you don't have to respect other people's opinions because you know that they're just opinions, but be respectful and be wise, because this is going to get a lot worse. People are going to get a lot worse. And until you learn how to manage and don't touch it, and to abstain from it, and to not encourage it, you won't find peace. And the Lord is the Prince of Peace if you're walking with Him. But if you're not walking with Him, and you still have your foot in the world, and worldly things still matter to you, you're going to be in your own personal hell. And you're going to be devoured by the spiritual warfare. Okay? The Lord told you to come out of her. I hope I plant a good seed that you don't have to respect other people's opinions of the lies that they believe, but walk respectfully and walk in peace. I love you, and God bless.